So we're finally in Maine. This is my little setup for the next 9 days. So just to give you a brief showing around, little table right here. There's my morning coffee. So it's like a journal. And I also got some reading material. So it turns out that the house here is quite a collection of antique books, which is really cool. Like from like the late 1900s, which is pretty sweet. So there's this, The Conqueror. This is one my dad discovered on his own and thought I'd be interested in, which I will be. The Marks and Angles, an anthology of their work, which most definitely I'm going to be reading while here. There's also another one. It's very interesting. Yeah, this is what a textbook, a school text. My God, this is what a school textbook from 1899 looks like. The history of painting. Overall, it is quite interesting. But there are certain sections where you can tell it's over 100 years old. The unchanging Orientals is a literal quote from this textbook. This is my personal reading that I brought on the trip. Van Gogh's Letters. It's from my personal library at home. This is a textbook, History of Paint, and this was also used because there are notes like right here, classes, exam about color. Also, another thing that I mentioned, a lot of it, I'm more interested in like the ancient art, but obviously being a history of painting, this is going to delve more into like the Renaissance stuff, particularly with Byzantine painting. It like described as like the Greeks did everything right. The Greeks were perfect in artistry, and you had to copy them, otherwise you were doing it wrong, which is not true. But yet with like Byzantine art, it described it as like, you know, it started out as like, oh, the Romans did what the Greeks did and their art was good. But then, oh no, the Eastern influences came in. The Greeks aspired to completeness, the course of education and race development, trained them physically as athletes and warriors, mentally as philosophers, lawmakers, poets, artists, morally as heroes whose lives and actions emulate those of the gods, and were almost perfect for the world. So yeah, the Greeks, just copy what they did. That's the view. July 16th, 2023. Now that I'm settled into the bedroom in the house we're staying at Kennebunkport, Maine, today seems a good day to relax and journal some, since it's expected to rain the entire day. The house definitely has a coastal feel and aesthetic to it, having a palette of white, neutral gray, and a variety of blues, being able to feel the eastern breeze and see the Atlantic's waves from the view of our front porch. Since I started writing this, it has been raining constantly, the time now being 12:38 p.m. This is no issue to me whatsoever. I already didn't want to go anywhere today, but rather I wanted to just stay in the house and go my own pace. In fact, it's days like these that I prefer the most. Why should I have to toy myself with useless hustling just for the sake of it, when I could rather say that I just sometimes happen to enjoy the days where I do nothing? If I stressed over what we should do every day while on vacation, then I might as well have just stayed home, since at that point it'd no longer be a vacation. It looks as if the rain has finally stopped for now. What's left of the rain has turned to an ocean mist. If this was in Sinai rather than Maine, I'd think God would be gifting us of manna right about now, the mist having superseded the entire sky. July 17th, 2023. This morning looks to be just as dreary as it did yesterday. A couple hours later, it's now sunny, though the ocean is still shrouded in mist. Actually, today turned out to be quite a nice day. All right, so me and Dad just got back from the grocery store. We just went to Walmart, nothing too fancy. And so since I'm on dinner duty, we got stuff for grilled cheese right here, all the fruits, items for deviled eggs, the eggs being somewhere around here. And we got some snacks too.
These aren't as good as the Aldi grapes.
Bam! That looks freaking good. Now we got deviled eggs.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Yeah!
Yes.
Now when we get home, you can cook me something.
We'll see about that.
And I was like, wow, I actually really like these.
I love the big olive green ones that have like